Hey everyone, this is Andrew from the Console Gaming Crew, and we couldn't be happier to announce that we are now a part of the Boss Rush Podcast Network and are featured on BossRushGames.com. BossRushGames.com is a great place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there's a growing collection of podcasts in not just the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be a part of such a great network of podcasters, so please stop by and give everyone a listen. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Yo, crew members, what it be?
Hey-o! Oh, that was sexy.
Yeah, a little higher tone. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I brought it up a notch.
So, we're coming up to the beginning of another month.
So
Actually,
you can clear your hard drives.
I wasn't going to say it, but Anthony said it, but he is right. You can actually, at this point, you probably don't even have space on your hard drives you need to clear out. You probably just have it. You know,
It hasn't really been much, yeah.
there hasn't been much, but yep.
We're about to give you not much more.
We're going
I mean, come on.
No, there's some good ones this month.
For
And
Xbox?
also, yeah.
Not for PlayStation.
Really? Oh.
You'll hear him.
I also am going to start adding, because it is Xbox, I'm going to start adding the Game Pass games that'll come each month.
Makes sense.
That's
So
cute.
yeah, shit. Let's get it started. But yeah, dude, Xbox is good this month. So in the August Games Gold lineup, you can return to an apocalyptic.
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah. So you can return to an apocalyptic Earth in Darksiders 3, embark on an epic adventure in Yooka-Laylee. That's the one I'm not too sure about. And for classic lineup via backwards compatibility, we were actually just talking about this game, the three of us, not long ago. All three of us. Discover the hidden truths of Lost Planet 3 and become the ultimate fighter in Garu, Mark of the Wolves. Because
we did talk about Lost Planet, yeah.
Your dad played, right? Pops played?
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
that.
He played that one and the second one, like,
Yes, he did.
heavy.
And he loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Loved
so starting with Darksiders 3, available August 1st to the 31st. In this hack-and-slash adventure, assume the role of Fury, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, in her quest to hunt down the seven deadly sins, explore an open-ended living world, and use your whip and magic to restore the balance between good and evil.
Wait, did you have to say it like that?
Say what?
Whip.
Whip.
You mean whip?
Whip.
Yeah.
No, whip.
Why is there so much emphasis?
I don't know.
Pretty sure there's...
So,
Anyway.
next, available August
This is not a
6th
Family Guy episode.
Available August 16th to September 15th, you have Yooka-Laylee. Yooka-Laylee.
Yeah? What's that involve?
Explore huge, beautiful worlds and meet an unforgettable cast of characters as buddy duo Yuka and Laylee embark on an epic quest to thwart the corporate villain Capital B and his devious scheme to absorb all the world's literature.
I literally
That's
thought it
some
was
wild
just going to
shit.
be a guy that's playing like a ukulele.
No, and
Like a
that's-
whole bunch of different songs. Like
That's
Open world side scroller, just like
that's
Yeah.
how it's spelled too. Like it's not like ukulele. It's
that's actually a pretty cool
it's-
name.
Yeah.
I can get
like
behind that.
So, moving right along via backwards compatibility, Lost Planet 3, available August 1st to the 15th. Delve deeper into the history of the Lost Planet universe. In this prequel to the previous entries, relive the adventures of Jim Payton as he reveals the hidden truths within the environments of EDN 3 in a highly engrossing single-player experience. And then lastly, we have Garu, Mark of the Wolves, available August 16th to the 31st. As the last entry of the classic Fatal Fury series, I actually didn't realize that was a Fatal Fury game, but I hear about those a lot. Select over a dozen different fighters to participate in the King of Fighters. Almost swallowed my tongue.
That's why I looked at Wes. Wes gave me that, like...
Yeah. Like, did you see the panic in my eyes for a second? Like, I got nervous.
Wes gave me the face. I don't know what happened.
Maximum Mayhem tournament featuring the TOP fighting system and a defense and counter mechanic. Prove to your opponent that legends don't die. They get better. So... Again, the two that you have, Darksiders 3 and Yooka-Laylee, available 1st to the 31st for Darksiders, 16th to the September 15th for Yooka-Laylee, and then backwards compatibility for all you folks with these older systems. Lost Planet 3, available August 1st to the 15th, and Garu Mark of the Wolves, available the 16th to the 31st. Now we have Game Pass. There are 3 games we know of right now coming to Game Pass in August, and, dude, they're solid. So August 13th, you have Hades.
Yes.
Hades is coming to Game Pass. August
nominated Game of the Year, dude. That game had so many nominations, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god! My voice just totally went away.
Does that?
I tried to say
that
for
deserve it?
free.
All right.
What the fuck?
That deserves it.
Oh no! She brought them to you.
Yes, she did.
Oh, wait.
No, we click them.
Oh, hold on. There it is. You're going to hear that
hate
from
my
now
life.
on every time. Alex,
I hate my life.
we love you. Thank you.
Yes.
You're the best.
Before I continue, I'm going to go through a couple things here. One, I'm not looking forward to that. Two, I thought it was about to get really strange when he said, "Are we going to do this?" And he stood up and started digging into his pants. I was like, look,
Yeah, dog, because it was
this is
only
next
for
level
you.
punishment.
It was
I'm
only
not
for
interested.
it was only for you.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, no, so real funny, like, your wife came over last week with the kid,
Yeah.
and she, like, you went to the bathroom or something, and she handed them to me. She pulled them out the bag, handed it to me. She goes, "Here you go." And I'm like, oh, shit, I got to figure out where to put these things.
I love every part about this right now.
Yeah, so, like.
And that was an amazing thing, by the way. That was a solid thing.
So much better than what I do.
Yeah. He literally just texted her saying, "You suck." He's literally looking at his phone like, oh, yeah.
Government. Went with the government name.
No, it's not government name unless you bust out a middle name, dog.
I was gonna.
Yeah, yo, he do that. He's sleeping on the couch for a month.
He don't care. He'll be in front of a fucking like 75-inch TV.
Yeah, I didn't even have to say anything. That's what I got back.
What? Ding? Such a smart woman. She's amazing.
Yes. All right, go back to what you said.
So, Hades, August 13th. And then August 19th, you have 12 Minutes, which is that game that's on that 12-minute loop, right?
Yeah.
And then the 25th, another really fun game, Psychonauts 2, will be coming to Game Pass. So those three, if you got Game Pass, all you got to do is download them.
There you go.
And that's it for me for Xbox. So as usual, Anthony's about to hit you with all that good Sony stuff.
No.
The not-so-good Sony stuff today.
There you go.
It can't be that. It can't be that bad.
All right, so PlayStation Plus games for August are Hunter's Arena Legend, Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville, and Tennis World Tour 2.
I did hear that the Plants vs. Zombies games were actually kind of fun.
Have you played them yet?
I have not, but dude, I'll dive into it. I'll check it out.
You didn't even dive into Banjo yet, have you?
No.
No, not yet.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
So right now, it's, the first one I've got is Hunter's Arena Legends. As announced during State of Play earlier this month, Hunter's Arena is coming to PlayStation Plus for both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. The 30-player PvP and PvE combat-based battle royale is set in an ancient age in which humanity battles each other, as well as growing legion of demons that have been unleashed upon the world. In this vicious frontier, you'll face threats on two fronts. Head into high-risk, high-reward dungeons. My nose just got stuffed for a second. Did you hear that?
Weird.
Oof. Where was I? Dangerous but necessary for your continued survival. You'll earn powerful items and experience points. Powering yourself up will give you a much-needed edge on the battlefield when you face off against your hunter brethren. Next, you have Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. It was for the PlayStation 4. EA's off-the-wall team shooter returns. Ready your pea shooters for the next over-the-top installment of Plants vs. Zombies franchise as the tension expands beyond Neighborville into the new social and free roam regions on the outer reaches of gaming's most contested township. Choose one of 20 fully customizable character classes and perfect your playstyle as you earn new rewards for each victory on the battle. Team up with friends, either in a couch co-op or online, and take on, oh my god, a cavalcade.
Cavalcade?
Cavalcade.
What you guys said of new challenges tackling enemy hordes in PvE, going up against others online, or braving all-out mayhem in a new battle arena. Last but not least, we have Tennis World Tour 2, which is for the PlayStation 4. Play as the world's top player to create your own pro and try to dominate the world rankings. Play for fun or take on ranked mode to sharpen your skills. In career mode, manage your season, your staff, your equipment, and your sponsors. Huh. That sounds interesting.
There you go.
Anyway, alternatively, take on friends locally or online in singles or doubles games. Whatever mode you choose, you'll experience dynamic, realistic, and precise gameplay that puts you in the heart of legendary rallies. All three games will be available for PlayStation Plus members to add to their library until Monday, September 6th.
All right, so let's go ahead and let everybody know about the new games that are going to be coming to Damn. The new games that are going to be coming to all the systems for August. August 3rd, you have Hunter's Arena Legends coming out for the PS5 and PS4. And you said that was also for Game Pass, right?
That was a PlayStation game?
Oh, no, that was a PlayStation. All right. Apologies.
They talked about that in the State of Play?
Yep. Roger that. The next one for August 3rd is Lemnis Gate. That's going to be for the PS5, Series S and X, PS4, and Xbox. August 5th, you have the Falconeer Warrior Edition coming out for the PS5, PS4, and Switch. And the Edge of the World DLC is going to be coming out for the Series X and Xbox. That's going to be for the Game Pass,
Is that
most
game,
likely.
That game's on Game Pass right now, right?
Yeah, it is.
Falconeer?
It's not bad.
Oh, you fucked with it?
Yeah, I fucked with it a little bit. It's not bad.
He fucks with it.
I mean, I fuck with it about as much as I fuck with other games. You know what I mean? Dabble here and there, so.
Yeah.
Right, so never finishes it.
Wes
Got it.
Wes is a dabbler.
Absolutely. August 10th, you have the PS4 edition of Godfall. They're finally bringing that in. So that's going to be happening for the PS4. And
For all the dads out there.
dude, I was about to say, yo, dad mode fucking activated. Lawn mowing simulator for the Xbox Series S and X.
Let me go get my New Balance.
Dude,
And blue jean
my
shorts.
man's gonna go get his cream cheese 9s, his jean
Yo.
shorts, and
And a fucking...
Dude, I'm sorry.
Little
I
white
want to play
t-shirt.
this. I really want to play this.
But he'll never finish it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll play
he
it.
won't even finish mowing the lawn.
Well, no, I do that. I do that, I mean, in real life, but August 12th, you have Foreclosed coming out for the PS5, Series S and X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Do you alternate mowing patterns?
I should, but I don't.
You don't.
No.
It's good for the grass.
It is.
August 13th, you
Change it
have
up vertically and horizontally.
That's why shit's always fucking just drooping to the same side.
probably. August 13th, you have
to
what
the
Andy
left.
talked about before. The Hades is coming to Series S and X and Xbox. That's also going to be for Game Pass. For the little kids, you have Paw Patrol Adventure City Calls for the PS4, Xbox, and Switch. And then Shadowverse Champions Battle is going to be coming out for the Switch. August 17th, you have Greek Memories of Azure for the PS5, Series S and X, and Switch. And then you also have Pile Up Box by Box for PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
I bet that's where you take a bunch of boxes and you just pile them.
It sounds very self-explanatory, yeah.
No way, dude.
August 18th, you have Out of Line. That's going to be coming out for the Switch. What the hell was that?
His phone
I didn't
sneezed.
expect my phone to make noise.
Your phone sneezed.
Whoops.
That's why we turned the volume down there.
That's what I
Coke
just
cheese.
did.
Wes, continue. Before his phone fucking sneezes
I
again.
know, right? August 19th, you have Monster Harvest for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Rims Racing for PS5, Series S and X, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. And then, like Andy said, we're going to be getting this on Game Pass day one, but it's also going to be 12 minutes. It's going to be coming out for Xbox. August 20th, you have the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut coming out for the PS5 and PS4.
They're going to make you pay like $50 for it.
70 probably. I mean, if you didn't have it before. And then Madden 22 is going to be coming out for the PS5, Series S and X, PS4, and Xbox. I do know that when it comes down for Madden 22, like, so say if you play in Green Bay, or not Green Bay, say you play like Denver, like Mile High, like if you're, say, the Eagles or something like that, your players will react differently later in the game because of the thinner air.
That's actually
They
really
do,
thought out.
they've added some shit into this to where it's like, okay, that's actually pretty cool. And then like arena sound actually fucking matters this time.
That's sick. Madden's always at the forefront of like making their games better.
But
though.
it's like every 2 or 3 years, every 2 or 3 years that they go ahead and
well,
actually do that.
When you're a fan of the NHL franchise, you'll take 2 or 3 years. You'll take that as opposed to 9 or 10.
Anthony and I, we used to go ahead and buy them every other year.
I'm pretty sure there's a Y on the end of my name, by the way.
I thought it said Anthony.
Or maybe you missed an N. Because I'm pretty sure you went Anthe. Anthony and I used to play all the time.
Apology. Tequila is a hell of a thing.
What did we play?
Man, I got the tequila.
Madden. We used to buy them every other year.
Just remember, I still beat that ass.
That one game.
Yeah,
That one
multiple
game.
times.
Yo, whatever.
But that one
Dog.
game is the one where you go ahead, where you start this whole thing and you just
Look,
cascade.
let's be realistic. Wes was like, nobody can beat me on Madden. And it was on his system of choice, which
Yes.
was the GameCube.
Yes.
I was the Jaguars, of course,
Yes.
and he was the Panthers.
Yes.
Hold on. Don't interrupt. Shh.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm telling you not to interrupt, and you just interrupted. Anyway,
What the?
Anyway, there was 2 seconds left in the game. Was it 2 or 3? It was like 2 or 3 seconds left. He decides to kick the ball to me. Right? He was up. He was winning. He would have won the game. There's 2 seconds
should've
left in the
squibbed
game.
it.
He
I
should have
should've
squibbed
squibbed
it.
it.
Or
I did
fucking
Should have
squib
squibbed or kicked it out of bounds.
right.
Well, no, kick out of bounds would have given it to him at the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it
I
was a
would have.
kickoff. Oh, it wasn't a punt. It was a kickoff.
But I
Yeah,
would have
kickoff.
had 2 seconds to try and score a touchdown from the 40. Right. So hear me out.
Look, I fucked up. That's all
There's
I
2
gotta say.
seconds left in the game. I fucking returned this thing for like 103 fucking yards, and I beat him.
You know what we call that?
We call that being too fucking cocky. Oh. Do you like that kind of thing? Is that what you're into?
No.
Alex!
No. No.
Andy's over here going like choking himself.
Andy's telling us a little more than we need to know.
Yeah,
That's
bro. Shh, chill.
No.
You keep talking, you're gonna squeak again, and I'm gonna fucking ding you. Watch it.
You already missed one.
Watch it.
Y'all missed one.
Yeah, so
Did you keep it to yourself?
Madden
Was it up
22.
here?
No, I did it.
Madden 22 is going to be coming out August 20th. August 24th, you have Aliens Fireteam Elite. That's that 3v3, I think.
Yes.
Aliens
Fucking
game.
Hate.
That's PS5, Series S and X, PS4, and Xbox. Dude, yo, this game is supposed to be like, you have different types of xenomorphs and shit. Like, it's supposed to be insane.
I don't care. It's 3v3. Fuck off.
And then you have King's Bounty 2 for PS4, Xbox, and Switch. There is another game that was supposed to come out for the 24th, but it got delayed. We'll talk about that later in news.
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2, another one that Andy talked about, is going to be day one for Game Pass. It's going to be coming out for the Series S and X and Xbox the 25th. And then August 26th, you have Hotel Life, which is going to be for the PS5, the Series S and X, PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
August 23rd.
Oh my god. Is that Antibote?
August 27th, you have No More Heroes 3. It's going to be coming out for the Switch. And then for the 31st, you have The Big Con for Series S and X and Xbox, Crown Trick for PS4 and Xbox, Kiwi for PS5, Series S and X, PS4 and Xbox and Switch, and then Rustler that's going to be for PS5, Series S and X, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. That is everything that is coming out for August. And now, the news. We actually have a few games that are going to be delayed. We have something that's really neat with the Olympics, and then we got something that's a little bit heavy to end it out.
Yeah,
Is
that.
is the heavy one the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the games that have been delayed. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits.
That's okay.
has been delayed only a month. Only a month until September. September 21st.
Bro.
Just don't cyberpunk me. That's all.
Delay it 2 months. I don't give a fuck.
Nah,
that
so-
game. That's the type of game that I don't mind being delayed because if you watch all the gameplay or you watch it's too pretty
To rush.
to rush.
Yes,
like you have
absolutely.
to take your time with this game.
Yeah, the developers said that they wanted to polish the game across all platforms, and that's the
love
reason
it.
for the delay, which is fine. We have all said in this room as a group,
Yes.
as long as you give us the product that we expect,
Yeah. 100%.
delay the game.
Yeah.
Fine. When we get it, we're going to love it. That's the way it is.
Unless you're Cyberpunk.
Well, they didn't, and that's what happened. So another game that's going to be delayed. This one's going to be delayed until 2022. Looks like quarter one. It's going to be Horizon Forbidden West.
Which is not really that far off.
No,
It's not.
I mean it sounds like they're probably delaying it maybe like another month, 2 months, something like that, which is fine.
They want that Christmas drop. That's what they want.
Dude, well,
Well,
remember.
they did at first.
Yeah.
At first, originally, it was supposed to be like a holiday.
Yeah, but
then-
so what's weird? So and maybe this is probably what they're gonna do. The game that the original Horizon released in February.
Okay. Fair enough.
True.
The original because I bought it. That was my birthday. I bought the fancy
Yeah, you
one.
said it before.
And I bought that for myself as a birthday gift.
You bought the one that came with like the Aloy thing, right?
Yeah,
The statue.
she's in here somewhere.
Lies.
No, she's here. She's just in
Is
a
she?
box. I think she's like somewhere. Anyway.
We're all looking around this little ass room.
Where the fuck is she? Is he lying? He's fucking lying. Anyway, maybe that's what they're waiting to do. Just release it. You know what I mean?
I mean, Sony
In
hasn't
February again.
Sony hasn't made an official announcement, but this is just something that's basically just been thrown out there. You mean that everybody basically knows, but we're just not saying anything.
Again, polish the game up. Take your time. Make it look pretty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I
they
mean-
did not disappoint with the first one. So
No,
they did not.
And I mean, dude, yo, there have been a plethora of games that have been delayed.
You know,
Plethora.
I love. That's how I say it. I love that word, but I never say.
Plethora.
It makes it sound like it. Never mind.
Games that have been
Say
delayed in 2021 alone. You know what I mean? Not just because of COVID, but also just because of other things. You know what I mean within like the developers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, dude. You had Outriders, you had Pragmata, You had another game called Elite Dangerous. You had Hogwarts Legacy. That was a big one.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about.
Hopefully next year we do get something on that one.
Again, to 22. Who cares? 22 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like, people forget,
This
bro.
is another game. This is another game that you expect to be gorgeous.
Absolutely, 100%.
yeah.
You got to take it effect, though.
The
You got
detail in a wizarding game needs to be on point.
Next week is August, and then it's
Very
September,
true.
October, November. Like, I'm rolling through the months like you.
Oh,
like
that's
we got
how it
like
works, huh?
like we got a bunch of little kids listening. But at the end of the day, we're like what 4 months, 5 months out from next year.
It's not that far.
Dude,
Yeah.
who cares?
It's not that far.
Fuck off.
I mean, the Cyberpunk DLC.
Yeah. You're gonna fuck that up too. So.
Riders Republic is another one that we're not expecting until hopefully later this year. I mean, you also had Returnal initially was delayed. You had the Lord of the Rings.
Man, I haven't even heard about that game since we did our episode.
Which one?
With John, when we were talking about the console wars and the games that would be releasing for those systems. That's the last time we talked about Gollum, because I was the one that talked about that.
Okay, because I don't even remember that at all.
That's what I mean. It was that long ago that we talked about that, and haven't heard a thing about it since.
There's supposed to be a Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake that's supposed to be coming out in 2022.
I bet that's
Those
gonna
games
be
were
cool.
always fun.
Yeah. They were.
New World is another one that got delayed. It says here that it's supposed to be coming out 31st. I didn't have that on my list, but I mean, we can go ahead and kind of see what's happening with that. You have Vampire the Masquerade. Sorry.
I was like, why does man trying to put so much stank on that? It's just Vampire.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That was one that we talked about a lot.
Yeah, where they were
That first scene
Donka
looked
Shane?
like some
Yeah.
that looks like fucking like Joker shit.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah,
really
that
good.
one we don't even have an announcement for when it's supposed to be. Gran Turismo was another one that's not going to be coming out till next year. That's going to be the big one for PlayStation.
Absolutely, that's their premier racing game.
Yes, it is. The new Need for Speed game probably might not even come out until 2023.
It's gonna sound stupid. Is that the name of it, or is that just like TBD?
What, new Need for Speed?
Yes.
No, I'm guessing it's TBD.
Okay, you never know.
That's my guess.
You never know.
Guilty Gear Strive is another one. Eventually came out in June, but it's supposed to come out in April. You had the Director's Cuts add-on for Borderlands. That was late. Gotham Knights isn't even coming out till next year. That one I'm a little sad about, but I can't wait till it gets here.
Why do I not even remember what that even?
What, Gotham Knights? That's the one that has Red Hood.
If you want,
Batgirl.
we'll show them the video.
Oh,
when we're
yeah, no,
done.
I remember that. Yep, I do remember.
Batman
Do you remember
dies,
that?
and then he calls everybody to go ahead and help take care of Gotham.
Yeah.
Looks fucking phenomenal.
That game looks so good.
All they remember.
You had Humankind, which should be coming out later August. That was supposed to come out in April. You had Back for Blood, which was another one. That one's coming out in October. That was supposed to come out. Fucking like last month from where we are now.
The Left 4 Dead
Yeah.
successor.
Yeah, you had Lego Star Wars. That's not even. They don't even have a new release date on that. Deathloop was another one. That one got fucking delayed like 4 times.
Yes.
You had Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the DLC. That got delayed. You had the Reverse for Resident Evil. That's the like the Dead by Daylight type of thing that they're doing. To where you can go ahead and like be the different bad guys and stuff like that.
It's basically like online multiplayer with Resident Evil characters.
Yeah, you had Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. That one's not supposed to come out until later this year. The Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. For coming to the Switch and the Xbox, we don't even have anything on that yet. I can't wait.
That drives
for
me nuts because I've been like
I
missed the boat downloading it.
I know you have.
And now I've been waiting for it so I can.
It is so much fun. That game is
Mess around
ridiculously
with
fun. You have Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2, the PS5 version. We don't even have a new date for that. Skull and Bones. That's another one that might not even come out until 2023. Axiom Verge 2. That's going to be coming out for later this year. God of War 2. They've already said that one's going to be delayed. Sifu was another one. We're supposed to get in early 2022. We were supposed to be getting it this year.
Nah, I don't care.
And once again, we already know what we all think. I'm just listing off what these are now. You have Ghostwire Tokyo, which is supposed to be coming out early next year. Kenna, which I already talked about.
I love how he just said fuck that mobile game that he just scrolled right past.
We don't do mobile.
We don't do mobile.
Yeah.
But Kenna was the last one. But dude, that's a lot.
That's a lot of gamage.
That's a lot of games. And I was talking with Alex from Spaghetti Boys, and like this year has not been a great year for gaming. For games to go ahead and buy. For games to buy and go ahead, brand new and be like, damn, this is the shit. Like, there really hasn't been that much for like game of the year type shit.
The year's not over.
Dude, I don't know. All right, how many do you normally think you get in a year? that you would consider, oh my god, Great Buys game.
Probably at least 5 or 6.
What?
You know,
5 or 6. Name,
No.
name 1 year
would
where you
expect
had 5
2.
or 6.
I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying, give me that get nominated for Game of the Year. You mean you only have like 5 or 6? There's always like those like elite type games.
Okay, well you had Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, all that was 2020.
Was it really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Well, here you go. Hades is Game of the Year at Game Developers Choice Awards for 2021.
So what else? See, now you got me trying to think what even came out this year.
Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil Village. Returnal.
I'm playing Village now.
Returnal was another one. Yeah, but like the things you're thinking of. Yeah, dude, most of that came out in 2020. It's just you might not have played them until early 2021.
Well, no, because I got those as soon as they came out, so I just fucked up.
You just
timeline.
waited.
Yeah. Continue, sir. Continue.
So the next article I have, I thought this was pretty neat. So we all know that the Olympics are currently going on, and everything's happening over in Japan. So when they decided to do the opening ceremony, they dove fucking deep into the track list for gaming.
Yeah.
For this. So you have stuff from Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Monster Hunter, Kingdom Hearts, Chrono Trigger, Ace Combat, Monster Hunter, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pro Evolution Soccer. You have Kingdom Hearts. You have Nier. You have Soul Calibur. I didn't even read off the entire list, but dude, they went in on these to go ahead and be like, cause dude, in Japan, like they have some of the best developers in the fucking world. For making these games.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty neat to go ahead and see that like highlighted in the opening ceremony. So here's the heavy one.
Yeah, this is.
And
It's not the shit that you want to see.
no, and I hate that we have to fucking talk about this. I really do. I hate it because it's there. I don't hate it because we have to talk about it. I hate it because it's there.
So
Yeah.
what sucks more than anything is it's always going to be there, even when it's brought to light. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's the shitty thing. These conversations should no longer be had in 2021.
No, they shouldn't. You are 100% correct.
We're past all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. But here we go.
You figure after everything that is going on,
oh my god,
out in the
world,
cultural landscape. When it comes down to like Me Too, when it comes down to like like social justice, everything else, and we still have to deal with seeing this type of stuff.
Yeah, this is just silly.
Activision Blizzard has shit the bed royally with sexual assault allegations coming towards them. Mm-hmm. Now, we have a chronological guideline of how this all kind of came to light. This is one of those that we talk about because we want to bring it to light to our little group of people that listen to us. You know what I mean? As opposed to...
If you don't talk about it, you're almost...
It's a disservice.
Yeah.
It's a disservice.
Like a part of the problem?
Yes.
Because you're not informing people of this shit that's going on. Even if you only have a small group of people that listen to you.
Yeah, it's just... Oh my god, dude. It just bothers the shit out of me.
Continue.
So, on Tuesday, August 20th, the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard for allegedly discrimination and sexual harassment against the women in the workplace. Yep. The lawsuit mentions that cube crawls, in which drunk male employees subjected women to unwanted advances. You had a lack of women in leadership positions, unequal pay for women. There was one woman that her and her boyfriend got the job at the exact same time, had the exact same job, and he got paid more than her. Like, it makes absolutely no fucking sense.
No. Like, why?
There's no why.
I
don't even know how you can even.
And then,
I don't even know why I asked that.
And
why?
then just stop. Like, HR completely threw it all to the side.
Of course it is.
HR, a complete lack of action. You know what I mean? From these complaints. You know what I mean? So the suits also specifically call out the actions from the former World of Warcraft senior creative director, who permitted the engaged in blatant sexual harassment with little to no repercussion. So he basically said, guys do what guys do. You know what I mean? Which is absolutely...
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. That fucking boys will be boys locker room fucking bullshit.
It's gross. Yeah, dude, the very first time I heard that, it's locker room talk, I was like, I'm hearing this from people that I know for a fact I've spent 10 times more time in locker rooms than. I'd slap somebody if I heard them talk. Like, do dudes talk about, like, women or whoever they think is attractive? Sure. But we definitely don't go into, like, sexual assault.
Sexual assault and grotesque details.
There's a difference.
You know what we talk about? Okay, see, now we all have been in a locker room together, and we all play sports.
That's true.
Yes.
Different sports with multiple groups of people.
Yes.
Facts.
You know what we talk about in locker rooms?
Movies.
What we did wrong in the game, or what we did right in the game.
Or in the beginning when we're all getting ready for the game, we talk about movies.
Yes.
We don't talk about sexually harassing a female.
No.
That's not like a thing, right?
No.
Like who the fuck raised you, right? Like, did your fucking abusive father raise you? I mean, I might hit a nerve with some people. I don't care. You know why? Because I don't fucking care. You should not.
It's gross.
You should look.
It's just
you should not talk about women that way. Stop playing footsies with me, homie.
My bad.
You should not talk about a woman that way.
No.
You should not fucking touch or treat a woman a certain way.
Or a man, for that matter.
And if you do, I hope you fucking fall. I hope you fall down the steps. I hope you fall down the steps and hurt your foot.
Straight up, like you.
There is no reason to ever put advances on somebody who does not want those advances. Period.
Well, hold on.
Period.
Well, hold on. If somebody's trying to make an advance on you,
and you say no, thank you,
then you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
the initial
advance, fine. You look, yo.
But some people's initial advances.
Shoot your shot, okay. But once she or he or whoever says no.
Hey, you're pretty. You want to hold my dick?
Yeah, see, what I was saying, some people's
that's aggressive.
Some people's initial advances are not the way to go.
Right, exactly. That was just like a.
Yeah, that would be on the lower end.
I mean, look, we are trying to bring a little bit of light in this dark ass story.
Yeah.
But I mean,
this is not a thing. Like we shouldn't have. Like this is not a thing we need to be talking about.
Quote unquote locker room talk or whatever. Like, whoever you like, men or women. If we're just sticking with what we like at this point, men. We talk about a woman that we think is attractive. What? Wait, what did I say? Did I crack? I want to know.
So wait. I have to backtrack 1 second. You literally said, "Oh my god, this is so good, so good." Anyway, hold up. Hold on.
Now, once again, let's start off by saying.
Did I get too passionate?
No.
That
I mean, maybe
we have. Once again, we love everybody,
right?
But especially the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah,
of course.
It's not where we are.
The fact that you have to preface with this, what did I say?
So when we talk about what we love, right? What we love, is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
I feel like
you said.
bullshit.
No, hold on. No, not bullshitting.
No.
Wes literally stopped the recording, and I had to have him turn it back on so we could talk about this really quick before we all forget. Anyway, when we say what we love, and then the first word after that, you aggressively say men. I have questions for you. We have questions.
Into which we'll tell you we still love you either way.
I love you no matter what.
Brother.
I appreciate it. No, that's not what I meant. Okay, so what I was basically trying to say was, whatever or whomever you are attracted to, that is a thing that people talk about.
As Andy said.
No, that is not. That is not abnormal. It is not abnormal to be in a locker room. Like shows that we watch, Letterkenny, for instance, we just talk about it, make fun of that, where they're sitting, it's like, oh, that girl's a fucking rocket. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's normal stuff. When you start talking about, like, doing disgusting things to like, that's where
just doing things alone.
Because let's be real. The locker room talk thing came from the grab 'em by the pussy thing. I've never heard somebody fucking talk like that in a locker room that I've ever been in. Not a once. Not a one time.
Not a twice.
Did you have it a once?
No, you said not a once.
Oh, you were following me up. Okay.
I said not a twice.
Not a 3 times a lady?
No. You should have said not a thrice. Jesus fuck, Wes.
Well, it's not a thrice times a lady, but I get where he was going. But, yeah, so that, like, there's a certain level of it that's normal. But that's not even just locker room talk. Like, when my wife and I are out to dinner, she'd be like, that bartender was cute. And I'm like, he's a handsome guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's normal.
Yeah, so... the 21st, the news broke that the lawsuit was filed, and in a statement sent to PC Gamer, which is where I'm getting this article from, and other news outlets, an Activision spokesperson said that the lawsuit included distorted and in many cases false descriptions of Blizzard's past, and that it was required by law to adequately investigate and to have good faith discussions with us to better understand, to resolve any claims or concerns before going to litigation.
The way you read that just sounded like a humongous run.
Well,
on
dude,
sentence.
it's legal
Where's
mumbo
your
jumbo.
punctuation, bro?
There really wasn't much.
That's what I'm
saying. To be
saying.
honest with you.
One long run on.
So on the 22nd, you have Blizzard's president, Alan Brack. He emailed the staff to say, he emailed. He emailed the staff to say that the behavior detailed in the lawsuit is completely unacceptable. And in another email from Rob Kostic, which is the Activision president, he went ahead and said that these allegations are deeply disturbing and says that we as a company take every allegation seriously.
Yeah, but if you
did, your HR would have handled this
Yeah.
a long fucking time.
Yeah, they would have. So they would have handled this at the lowest level and would have been taken care of. And whomever started this shit would have been, hey, guess what? You're gonna go home and you're gonna stay there until we figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
You will no longer be allowed in this company until you are either cleared of these allegations, and if you're not, you are no longer part of this company.
Well, you know, the way I see it, you know, World of Warcraft and Diablo had a run, they can go.
Yeah. I mean, look, I mean, this falls into that hoe.
Bro, what the fuck? Watch your mouth, huh?
I need to hand you this to go ahead and every time I fuck up on a word. You guys can say
Jesus.
it falls into the whole line of like the whole bro culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's some shit I hate too.
Your bro circle?
It's just it.
Clearly my bro culture is way different than y'all's bro culture.
Yeah, ours is much different.
Yeah, see, over in our bro culture, we actually respect women. There's a difference.
And I mean, like, dude, even when I was in high school, you know what I mean, in football locker rooms and everything, dude, ain't nobody talk like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've been
nobody
in plenty
fucking talk like that.
But you notice the people, if you look at the people that say locker room talk, do they strike you as anyone that's ever spent 2 seconds in a locker room?
No, and here's
generally
the thing.
not.
If they
not probably sitting in a fucking sauna like a fucking...
When I hear people say
Hey,
locker
I've
room
been in
talk,
a
this
sauna,
is
it's
what I
fantastic.
think of. Ready? Hear me out. I think of your guy who's got a mullet, who's fucking drinking Busch Light and fucking has a fat gut, and he's like, "Woo, America."
Maybe,
Those are your locker room talk guys. Shut the fuck up.
maybe, but it's also those tall, snooty dudes that always wear a suit and tie and
Oh, and mommy and daddy fed him with a golden and silver spoon and gave him everything they wanted.
Yeah,
I
definitely
mean-
an elitist.
I mean, I had that, but
Yeah.
I still respect women. I was spoiled when I was a kid, but I was still taught to be fucking respectful. But what does suck is that
Wait,
you
had
have
a golden silver spoon? Fuck you.
No, I was just spoiled.
Oh.
But
See, but he's the guy who will say he was spoiled, which I appreciate.
I mean, at least he's
That's what
honest.
that's what I appreciate about you.
He's honest.
thanks. What sucks is that
That's
you
all he
have
appreciates about you.
it's fine. I'll take what I can get. It sucks that you have gross individuals like this, because when you have the people, and I get being so upset that you say, you know, I don't want to buy these games anymore, yada yada yada. It just does suck for the people there that also impacts, that are doing their jobs the right way and being respectful to people.
Absolutely.
Like, it sucks that they have to get hit for something like that, because I mean, that's exactly what happens. You stop buying these games, and I get the anger. I get being like, dude, I don't want to fucking, you're doing gross shit like that, I don't want to fucking put money in your pocket.
Yeah.
It just sucks for the people that also impacts, that, you know, we're doing their shit the right way.
Yeah, so on the 23rd of July, the former president and co-founder of Blizzard went ahead and said that...
I love how it says former,
Well, yeah,
which means he was fucking part of the problem.
that's my guess as well. He said, I wanted to acknowledge the women who had awful experiences. I hear you, I believe you, and I am sorry to have let you down.
Yeah, because
So-
you were the one fucking doing it, you fucking cock.
That's why you're not current president.
Yeah.
So in 2010, there's a woman who asked to possibly less sexualize the female characters in WoW, and the panelists, including the president of the company, laughed and made jokes about it. I mean, look, this isn't DOA. You know what I mean? It isn't like that type of thing. Like, you don't need these hugely breasted women in these WoW games. It isn't necessary. I mean, technically, even a DOA, it's not necessary.
It's crazy that there's still a percentage of the population that doesn't necessarily agree with that. Look at the people that lost their fucking minds over the fact that Lola Bunny in the new Space Jam isn't overly sexualized. She's a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah.
Why are you upset about this? Why is this a problem for you? That says more about you, I think.
Absolutely, I agree.
Like, why does this upset you? It's a cartoon that you're probably watching with your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, into which, how fucking creepy do you feel?
They probably don't.
And the fact that it's a cartoon, like, I didn't have a problem with the original All the Money. I also don't have a problem with this one. She's a cartoon. I didn't think...
Has anybody seen that yet?
No, not yet. New Legacy? No.
No, it's split. We'll put it this way. It's gotten better reviews on Rotten Tomatoes than the original Space Jam did when it first came out. But then also when they re-released the original Space Jam, it like took on a whole new life. So it like...
I also heard
they
that
took it in a way different direction too.
They did too much with other Warner Brothers characters to bring them in.
We won't spoil anything, but
as opposed to focusing more on like
just the Looney Tunes. Yeah, I heard it wasn't like a large portion of the movie, but they took it in a much deeper direction, which doesn't surprise anyone because and this is obviously a side note, but when we were talking about Michael Jordan before, of course, a movie with Michael Jordan is all about him coming and saving Toontown, or was it Toontown? Right? I think is what it was called.
It was just Looney Tunes and all.
Well, yeah.
Really.
Either way, yeah. It was his job. This one apparently was a much deeper story, where basically like,
well, LeBron saving his son.
Here's the thing, like the storyline, and this isn't anything like you can read.
I'm only telling you the synopsis of what I've heard. So
is his son, he was his one son plays basketball. He wanted his other son to play basketball, but his other son wasn't passionate about basketball. He was passionate about gaming, and through Bron trying to like force him to be a basketball player, he went and got. It was like this whole thing about.
Okay, I get it.
It's a much different storyline as opposed to just I'm going down here to save the Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
they tried to create like an actual like family message, which apparently worked.
Yeah. So another former head of the company, the former Blizzard senior VP.
Bye, you fucking loser.
On July 24th, he went ahead and tweeted a response to the lawsuit saying, "We failed and I'm sorry." Guess what? If you tweet it, it don't mean shit.
Yeah, like,
it don't mean it's like after a shooting, you know what I mean? Prayers and what the hell is that?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
It don't mean I'm sorry. It don't mean a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? If you don't go ahead and actually have results for it.
And this is just like a silly little thing of mine. So like people that say happy birthday on Facebook, or like happy birthday through a text message, I appreciate the text message more because you actually reached out personally.
You're personalizing. Yeah.
But when I see like happy birthday on Facebook, I'm like, oh,
that's nice. But like, you have my number.
Guess what? You were reminded, Dick.
Exactly. But like, if I got your number, right? If I got your number, and even if you were reminded on Facebook, but you've got my number and you texted me, happy birthday, you went the extra step, and I appreciate that 10 times more.
Yeah.
I do that with all.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
If I have your number, I will text you happy birthday way before I do anything on Facebook.
You know what's gonna be even better? When I fucking get rid of my birthday on Facebook, people are like, "Oh, when's your birthday? I haven't seen it this year." I'm not gonna tell you. You don't know me. By the way, what are we doing for your birthday? Because it's coming up.
Ooh, my man. Knife hand.
I knife handed the fuck out of you. I'll put that away. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
We always do something on your birthday, except for when I wasn't here.
I don't know.
Even then, we didn't do anything because there was a pandemic. So
talk to the wife and see what's up.
Dope.
She normally knows what's up.
So July 26th, Activision held a all hands meeting that only has room for 500 of the staff. This place has thousands of people that work for them.
That's when you just fucking spend the money, run out of fucking like hall, and be like, all right, everybody's here.
Yeah, it's not like it's not an important enough issue.
Yeah, I know, right?
Obviously, it's not.
So one of the executives.
Is this like a former executive?
No. This is actually one of the actual executives, Joshua Taub. You know what I mean?
So maybe he did something right for once.
So he addressed the lawsuit, saying that there is zero tolerance for the behavior described in the lawsuit, and that Activision Blizzard works with the employees and the accused to work on a resolution.
No.
And
fire all those fuckers.
And he also says that Fran Townsend's response wasn't the right communication, which is one of the ones that I said from a little bit earlier. Which
the formers?
Yeah, one of the formers. Yeah.
Was that the one on Twitter?
Well, no, actually, it was the CEO, the CCO, the Chief Compliance Officer. Yeah. He went ahead and said that that all of this stuff is distorted and untrue.
Oh my god.
So instead of going ahead and being smart,
there's the guy that was the locker room talk guy.
Yeah.
And instead of actually being smart about this and going, we are going to listen to everything, we are going to find out what it is, we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
He immediately goes ahead and takes the side of the fucking bro team. Like, for real?
Yeah, because that's your locker room guy.
Yep.
That's the head locker room guy. That's the guy that's like, I'm gonna grab you by the pee. That's that guy.
Yeah. So more than 1,000 current and former Activision Blizzard employees signed an open letter to the management calling for Townsend's statement to be stating that it was an abhorrent and insulting to all that we believe the company should stand for. And the employee statement continues saying that our values as employees are not accurately reflected in the words and accusations or in actions of our leadership, categorizing the claims that have been made as of distorted in many false cases, creates a company atmosphere that disbelieves victims. Like, why? See, and this perpetuates the issue why would you say something when you know you're not going to be believed, right?
Yeah.
I hate
everybody should be heard.
Yeah.
And then it needs to be found
Do your
out.
due diligence.
It needs to be found out. Through investigation, whether what they said was accurate or not.
Yeah. And if it is accurate, you got to go.
And if it's not, other actions have to be taken.
Well, it should be you're already gonna go until we figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I don't want your face attached to this fucking company, especially if you're one of the people that are part of the problem, especially for other people like you said earlier that are doing the right thing and doing their job and respecting people the way that they need to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're part of the problem and we see you as part of the problem and you were brought up during the allegations, guess what?
You're going to be on leave while we figure this thing out.
See you later.
Then we'll
so signatures are continuing to roll in.
I love it.
Even now, people are still signing this thing.
Let's go. Can I sign it?
I was about to say, is there something we can sign?
Yeah, I know, for real.
Because
dude,
as
petition?
as just individuals and as a podcast itself, we want to go ahead and absolutely stand against this bullshit.
Can we? There's got to be a thing.
I hope there is.
If somebody knows, reach out. Let us know.
We'll definitely look.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, that's me.
No, I know. I did it too.
Oh.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was trying to say we'll do it too, and I was like, we'll do it too.
So as my stuttering duo continue to talk to each other, and you don't understand a word they're fucking saying, Wes, continue.
All right. So July 27th, you have the World of Warcraft team announce that there are plans to remove the references in WoW that are not appropriate, and that includes the NPCs. You know what I mean? And other things that are related to one of the heads of the company. The employees state that they plan to walk out on this past Wednesday to protest the company's response in a lawsuit, an open letter that has 3,000 signatures.
Let's go.
3,000. Now they have almost 9,500 employees.
Like the thing with that is, like, look, there's of course in the right type of game, there's a time and a place for any type of character to be sexualized, given what it's supposed to be. But like, you know, like a GTA game, you expect a certain character to be overly sexualized, possibly.
Like a hooker.
Yeah, sure. Like my point is,
okay. I mean,
man or woman. But what I'm saying is, in just all these games in general that you see the same type of women, it's like maybe you're not hiring creative enough writers to like not have to do this shit.
Or even creative enough graphic people.
All of them. Like
you can
be creative enough that you don't need to put this shit in there for, like, I don't even know what it's in there for. Is it like shock fact? Like, what is it in there for? Like, why has everyone got like their double D's out and all?
And that's what it is, because
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, look, number one, in American culture as well as a lot of some European, I mean, like, the physique of a woman is looked at taboo. You know what I mean? I mean, actually seeing breasts or seeing nipples or seeing like huge breasts.
No.
Yeah, it is a taboo thing to where that we sit here and say, no, that's wrong. We can't see that. That's immoral.
You can't see a boobie.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like
I've never seen a boobie.
It's fucking stupid.
Meanwhile, they're slinging dicks all over me in Outlast.
I know.
But anyway, continue.
So,
dude,
some of the demands
with a pee-pee.
Some of the demands for this stoppage that happened this past Wednesday were an end to the mandatory arbitration of employee contracts, more diverse recruiting and hiring practices, absolutely. Publication and compensation data, promotion rates and salary ranges. I mean, it's just more things to go ahead and make things more of an even playing field for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Like,
and
as happy as you get that these things are happening, it's like,
it sucks that we need to go ahead and talk about these.
Not that we have to talk about the fact
we shouldn't. We should be past this. That's my point.
The fact that it takes to 2021 to be like, maybe we should hire something other than young straight white males.
Cishet white boys. Yeah.
Like maybe we should just say, hey, if you got the credentials, we want you. Like, how about that?
And then the last one was a company-wide diversity, equity, and inclusion task force empowered to hire a third-party company to audit the company itself, Activision Blizzard.
Oh, you finna get audited, bro. Good luck.
Now, another thing that happened, I don't know if this is actually going to be a little bit farther in or not, but I remember I did see something about players of World of Warcraft. They staged a protest in the game. Like, everybody stood just in this one spot and didn't do shit in the game to go ahead and stand with the people, the women, going ahead and making these, talking about what they dealt with.
That's creative.
Look, man,
It's slick.
For hardcore gamers, for hardcore people that play games that in their brain they can't not play, it's a good way for them to go ahead and contribute to the cause.
Yeah.
Because certain people can't not play. Dude, it's just, whether they're paid for it via streaming or whether there could be other things, but something in their head, they might not be able to actually just not play. So actually going ahead and doing this, basically, we're going to stand in protest. That's actually pretty neat to me.
Yeah.
So on July 28th, they went ahead and actually staged the walkout, and so they some people stopped remotely while other employees responded to the CEO's letter saying that they are pleased to see that the collective voices have convinced leadership to change their tone to their communication. But they went ahead and also said that failures to address the critical elements at the heart of the employees' concern. The result will reiterate the 4 demands from Tuesday. They went ahead and said that today's walkout will demonstrate that this is not a one-time event and that our leaders can... It is not a one-time event that our leaders can ignore. They continue to say that we will not be silenced and that we will not be placated by the same process that led to us getting to this point. So they just went ahead and they actually staged the walkout, and we have a picture in front of us in front of Activision Blizzard Entertainment.
Someone should go and steal that D. I would.
Blizzard.
But yeah, funny. Dude, this is just, like I said before, man.
It's unfortunate.
This is just so fucking shitty.
It's gross.
It makes me so mad.
It's gross. It's unfortunate. And
now another thing they talked about that is fucking horrible is that they're talking about something called a Cosby Suite. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, it is a recurring convention party room that the employees texted about bringing hot chicks to
and roofies.
Yeah, and former World of Warcraft lead system designers and current VP of the MMO at Riot. And they went ahead and said there's claims that the hotel room was a green room at BlizzCon that many of us at the time used to take a break and relax during the convention. And they thought that the hot chicks room, which is the Cosby Suite, was a joke. But apparently it was not a joke. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, how are you so gross and then you double down on being gross?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. I don't get it.
Technically, it's not fucking done. And that's what makes it
I
even
feel like
worse.
this is a long way from being over.
Well, just what I have alone. You know what I mean? It's not fucking done. Yeah, because you have the New York Times. They published an investigation that they did with Activision Blizzard. It comes down to sexual harassment and discrimination, and that was from back in 2014 to 2017.
Now, this is shitty to say. Hopefully, this gives other people the courage to bring some shit to light, because I would be probably willing to guess that this is not the only company this is happening at.
No.
That would be my guess.
There are an insane amount of horrible violations of both rights of people when it comes down to their gender and also their race in the gaming development world. It is something that has been talked about for a long time in the shadows. It is something that hasn't really been brought to light up until recently. But with it coming to light now, and a lot of people are trying to unionize these companies
Yep.
to go ahead and try to make sure this shit doesn't happen anymore.
We talked about that a couple episodes ago.
We did.
When we were talking about Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Nothing that's going to scare these
something
companies
like that,
more.
to where you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. You know what I mean? You mean to where you don't have to get harassed just because of who you are, or you mean you don't have to go ahead and you don't get the job because of X, Y, and Z, or you do get a job because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it is the most disgusting fucking thing in a world that we love.
Full of disgusting things.
In a world, dude, we love gaming. Dude,
Yeah.
we love playing video games. We love everything about video games. We wouldn't make a podcast about it otherwise. And to have articles like this talking about the most disgusting, vile shit that people can fucking do,
Yeah.
it absolutely just it sickens me.
Get you disgusting people out of my shit.
Please.
Don't need you. Won't miss you. Definitely won't miss you.
Bye, bitch.
Exactly.
So that's what we got in news. So,
Dislocated my fucking elbow. You heard that? God damn.
You're so old.
I know.
Andy's got a bunch, and I got a little,
I got fucking nothing, so.
and Anthony's got nothing. So let's tell y'all, for the first time in a long time, what we are playing. I love how I do all of that, and then we just go.
You can go.
Yeah, go ahead. Nah, so my gaming has been basically farming shit for Borderlands, just because we're trying to go for a Hemovorus, the main raid boss that's going on right now.
Sounds like a fucking disease.
Yeah, it's a huge ass market. So, and then I tried to play Flight Simulator because that came out.
I didn't get to mess with it yet.
It crashed on me when I was trying to fly to Atlanta from Philly.
You crashed or it crashed?
No, it crashed. See, you said the same thing Hobbs said.
Because that's the first thing I'm thinking too.
No.
I'm pretty sure Wes fucking crashed and the game crashed.
No, I did not crash. No, the game actually crashed.
He's the guy that like blames his poor play on his skates or his stick or
Oh
whatever.
no, I'm just a horrible player.
The game crashed, but did you crash first?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I mean I did, but I'm not telling anybody.
I did not.
All right, go ahead.
And then from there, I'm like, you know something? I'm gonna mess with something else. So I decided to download this other game that was on Game Pass called No.
Oh no!
Ow.
Well, that clipped.
Of course it did.
Yeah,
Do you expect anything less?
Ow.
I'll think you don't.
Nah, so the game's called No, and it is an interesting puzzle solving game actually.
Are you gonna beat it?
I'm gonna try. I mean, it's only like a 5-hour game.
You better. You got no excuse.
I have plenty of excuses.
A year later. Hey Wes, did you ever finish? What's it called?
No.
Oh no!
No, I couldn't finish because I had to do my 475th run in Borderlands 3 doing this. Like, what the fuck, dude? Really?
Yes.
Put Borderlands down.
I can't.
It's not that.
It's too much fun.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely really good.
It's good, but it's not that good.
I don't know that
It's
any
fun
game,
running
I don't
with my
know,
friends.
I don't know that any game is worth playing that many goddamn times over.
I mean, I haven't
Even
done,
my favorite games ever.
I mean, look, I haven't done like actual full run-throughs multiple times. I've only done each one twice.
I feel like you have more hours in Borderlands 3 than I have in some of my favorite games of all time that I've played over like 10 times.
I guarantee you have more hours in Skyrim or Oblivion than I do in Borderlands 3.
Actually, he's got a point. I think we got a lot of hours in there.
How much, no, I know how much. How much do you think you got in Borderlands if you had to guess? Borderlands 3. How many hours?
Be realistic.
I'd say probably 200.
Well, you're right in whatever, like splitting hairs, because I had like somewhere between like 200 and 220 in Oblivion.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, I have absolutely no idea. But
I'd like 280.
Did you really? Holy fuck! I
Good
mean, you
boy.
can definitely do that.
Good
You
boy.
can definitely do
Dude,
that.
Clyburn has over 300 hours in Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy.
I don't know
those
what I've
games
gotten that. Probably like half of that 280
Yeah.
for sure.
Continue.
So I mean, look, it's an indie game. It's a nice little. Actually, I enjoy it, man. It's a relaxing little game. It's basically all puzzle solving. I mean, you end up in these different worlds, these different sections of this planet, and you have to figure out a way to get to the next spot. And you can always try to 100% your area, which I've been trying to do. Because you have these little orbs that you need to go into an obelisk, and then from there you have to solve the problem to go ahead and get to the next spot.
That's what's nice about games like that is that they are relaxing. There are moments that are Stressful?
This game hasn't had I mean, like, I played for almost 2 hours so far. I mean, out of the 5.5 that the game is supposed to last, there hasn't been a single moment where I've been like, "What the fuck, man?" God, because
which you do get in Ori occasionally.
Yes, when I first saw it, well, that's what I thought a little bit like Ori. But then from there, I'm like, okay, I start playing. I'm like, this is nothing like Ori. But it's actually a lot of. I'm not gonna say it's a lot of fun. It's a good bit of fun. So I'm game with it.
Wes and I were talking last week how hilarious it is that he has, because of Ori, fallen in love with these Metroidvania style games. Yet he has never played a Metroid or a Castlevania game ever.
That is true.
How about you go back and play one of them?
We talked about that. He's looking forward to it with the one Castlevania one, right?
Well, no. Metroid's had Dread. That's gonna be coming out soon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Give me for the Switch.
That's what it was for sure.
So that's basically it, man. I played Umno for a little bit.
No.
Y'all,
Sorry, guys.
you guys are never gonna get the name right. It's
Oh
okay.
my god.
No. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Oh no.
But yeah, I've only played like maybe 2 nights this week, so it hasn't really been much for me.
Oh, if the game's, you could be a third of the way through. If it's only like a 5-hour game.
Oh no, guys.
I didn't even know the game existed until when I decided to start downloading Flight Simulator and The Ascent.
Dude, that's what's really nice about just taking a shot on some of these games, because that's how I
figured why the fuck not? It's free.
What, like coming across Divinity for the first time? I was just looking for any fucking co-op game I could play with someone in the same place. And I was like, I don't know what the hell this bullshit is, but let's give it a shot. And yeah, it worked.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, I got stuff and it's exciting. I'll start, even though I did just finish up, I finished up the main story.
The main gameplay.
The main gameplay for Outlast, but I'll leave that. I did start Resident Evil Village. My wife went out and bought that for me a couple weeks ago.
Telling you things.
I'm a few hours. What's up?
She's telling you things.
Yeah, subtle, real subtle. It's been a lot of fun so far. The story has really kind of has me mind fucked because I still don't know what the hell's going on. Remember how when we watched the trailer and Chris just came in and like shot your wife up, and I was like, I need more.
Yeah,
I'm playing the game now and I still need more because I'm not at the point yet where I figured out why that's happened. That whole scenario happened.
Have you met the Amazonian woman?
Very early on. Oh, Dimitrescu?
Mm-hmm.
I have. Yes, I'm in her castle right now.
And how tall is she?
She's tall as shit.
I was waiting to hear this.
She's tall as shit. Very intimidating. That is why so far, as much fun as I'm having, I'm so upset that it's not in VR like 7 was, because I would just love to see in scale what that would look like with my headset on, looking up to her and actually seeing how tall she really looks. That'd have been super sweet.
Yeah.
But the game itself has been a lot of fun. I just came across the who here's played Resident Evil 4? I know you played it, right? Did you ever play Resident Evil 4? That was the first one where they had you played as Leon the whole time. It was on the GameCube. So. That's where they introduced the merchant, where you could buy upgrades for your guns. Well, in this game, they have this. You. Yeah, this one. There's this big fat dude named the Duke, who's the same thing. You come across him, you can sell your treasures, upgrade your weapons, ammo. I just met him for the first time.
That's pretty cool.
The part that was the fucking coolest that I didn't expect, because they didn't show any of this in the trailer, is that when I got to the castle the first time, and I've had a little bit of combat. I had my first battle. I'm not really spoiling anything because this all happens in the first 45 minutes of the game. You come across your first Lycan.
Okay, first werewolf.
That is some shit, dude. They did a really good job with them. So I had my first fight with them. But now that I'm in the castle, I basically got captured. And when I woke up is when you first start to see what I'm guessing is the progression of bosses that you're going to see throughout the game, probably. Because you see them all in one room. You see Lady Dimitrescu. You see a couple other people. But as soon as my guy wakes up, I just got like a Tim Burton vibe. I don't know what was going on. As soon as I woke up, there was this big, ugly ogre thing. But then there was this little... She looked like a doll. It looked like a porcelain doll came to life. This real little thing that was probably like 2.5 feet tall, wearing a wedding dress, and looked very like Corpse Bride-ish.
Okay.
And had that real high pitched voice. And was like, "Oh, he's awake! He's awake!" It freaked me the fuck out, dude. It was it was so freaky. But yeah, basically right now in that I'm just progressing through her castle and trying to find my daughter, because I'm pretty sure that's what this game is based around. Is they take your daughter Rose and. It did trip me out, because the first game that I play after having because I hadn't played a game since 2 days before my son was born. Since my son was born, hadn't picked up a game. So this is the first thing that I played. And the first thing I have to do in this damn game is put my kid to bed. I looked at my wife. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? I took a break from dad mode for half an hour. And I'm back in dad mode. Like, what is this? But it's been a lot of fun. It looks great. Again, still wish it would be in VR, but the game's, a lot of fun so far. And that brings me to Freaky Friday.
Yes.
It's my second week back, and I was able to finish up Outlast. And boy, did it finish fucking weird. So
that shit was nuts.
Where I picked up was I was basically trying to get out of the hospital. Is where I was at, trying to get out of the hospital. And the game took a weird turn. Excuse me, a weird turn because I was looking for Father Fuckface. I don't remember what his name is. Father something. Now, I eventually find him. That was him that they set on fire, right? On the cross in the chapel. Or did you not? Were you not there for that part?
No, I saw that. I didn't see how you ended up in the facility.
So, basically, I get to this chapel, which is where I was trying to get the whole time, and in the chapel was a key for the elevator that was supposed to just take me to the main floor. I go out the door, game over. So when I walk into the chapel, first thing I see, just a bunch of swinging dicks everywhere. I'm just being flanked by swinging dicks everywhere I go.
Jesus Christ.
I go in.
I am so surprised this game wasn't flagged by Twitch.
Jesus Christ.
Legit.
Scariest thing in the world.
Legit. Like, dudes just like...
Well, no, Twitch has a very strict nudity
clause.
clause.
Because Adrian checked it out first. Yeah, they have a list of games that
you cannot play. And this was not on the list, and I don't understand why.
So what you missed, and it's not really anything
Tiny dicks.
super... it's not really anything super special. When I got the key and got in the elevator, it took me past the main floor. Like it
so
stopped,
that's how you end up in the facility.
Yeah, it stopped at the main floor, and then it just kept going, and it took me down into this basement, which was called the Murkoff Corporation, which looked like they took a whole lot of inspiration from Resident Evil. Because as soon as I got underground, it was basically an underground laboratory underneath this mental asylum.
It looked very Umbrella.
I was like, oh, so they're a subsidiary of Umbrella, is what we're saying. Like, that's what this is. Because you go down, and it's just all these white caves and computer monitors and shit like that, and I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a lab underneath the asylum where they're creating all this shit. What does that sound like? I work my way through the asylum, basically run into Professor X. Someone looked like Professor X.
I screamed.
He said, "Charles."
I'm like, Charles.
Yeah, you work your way through and you get to this big room that's just encased in plate glass. It looks like the thing that they kept Hannibal in The Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, it does. Just
a big plate glass room, and this dude's just wheeling around in his, with the motorized wheelchair, and it gave you Professor X vibes, and basically told me that all this shit was happening because this patient Billy is basically, they were using him to create all this crazy shit. He was basically hooked up to these machines that I eventually had to go through and systematically shut down to basically cut off his life supply.
And you ran like a motherfucker.
And you had to run because when you get to this place, you come across, they're ghosts, but we'll call them demons. They're these demons that are extraordinarily fast, so there is no hiding from them. You just have to run. And the dude that I came across in the beginning of the game, that big hulking dude that was in the military that had chains all over his legs, I run through this door, and it's the scene that you saw that you came back to.
Yes.
I run through this door.
I didn't realize that was him. Okay.
Yeah, I ran through this door, and this dude is humongous, and he's been stalking me throughout the entire game. Just fucking shit up. I run through this door, he picks me up on my neck and throws me, and that was when I was running from the ghost. And I'm like, oh man, this is really about to be difficult, because now I have to get away from him and this fast-ass ghost. Then all of a sudden, the ghost comes through the door and goes after the big dude, just picks him up and starts slamming him back and forth off the fucking walls, and then just like chucked him through the ventilation system, and he went into like a million different pieces. It was some crazy shit.
That shit was wild.
I was like, what the hell is happening? And then I ran through, cut off all this shit, long story short, finished the game, and then decided to start the DLC, which is called the Whistleblower, which at some point is going to get extraordinarily fucked up, because that is something that was discussed when we did our episode on the controversial moments in gaming.
Yes.
So I don't remember what the moment was. I just know that it was brought up specifically from this DLC. So I'll come across it. It's called the Whistleblower DLC, which basically takes place where you are one of the scientists working in that lab, and you know the crazy shit that's going on, so you send out an email telling people like, hey, there's some wild shit going on. You're blowing the whistle on all these people.
Which essentially brings in the reporter that you are for the game. It means where you start off.
Yeah, and basically the head of the corporation finds out that you're doing this, and you then become a patient. Basically, you become a patient in here, and they're doing all that crazy shit to you, and now you're working on getting your ass out of there
with a camera.
That's where I'm at. So next week, I believe we're gonna try something different. So I may take a week off of Freaky Friday.
Or if you want to try to stream it some point during the week.
Or I may just try to, because it's just a DLC. If the main game was only
DLC is not that long
between 5 and 6 hours, I can't imagine that the DLC is more than 3.
I think I looked it up. I think it was only like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I think you said something. And I played for about 45 minutes of it last night. So what we're gonna try to do is stream
2 hours.
Oh, cool. Okay. Is because we have been talking forever about, we all do this individual streaming shit, and we were like, man, it'd be nice to have a game to play, not just Chell, where that's like the only thing we can play in streams. So we're going to try, since the Ascent came to Game Pass, to actually stream as the CGC and get some content out there. So if we can do that, I will be doing. I'll finish up the Whistleblower during the week, and then play that.
I'm sure your wife won't mind
on Friday. No, she's used to me streaming on Friday night for a couple hours anyway.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm talking about during the
week. Game. No, because I could. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, it'll be fine. But yeah. So it's
because Ascent is that cyberpunk type world, Diablo overhead look game.
It looks great.
Into which
it looks great, and ain't nobody got to pay for it because it's on Game Pass.
Into which you can go ahead and upgrade. Like your armor and your weapons and everything else.
It's perfect, and you
Gatling guns and all.
You run
nuts.
threes, right? Like that's the most, which is most games these days, for whatever reason. But
which we've talked about before.
It doesn't really impact us unless we had a fourth member of the podcast. So any game that caps at 3 isn't terrible for us. But
but we can definitely turn the Freaky Friday into a fun Friday. You know what I mean? At least for a little bit.
We'll give it a whirl. But yeah, so that's the plan as of right now. But dude, it's been fun getting back into some games. My hands are slower than they used to be, so I got to get back into my quick reaction time. But it's it's fun. I'm glad to be done with Outlast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was some shit.
Even though Outlast 2 is on Game Pass, so it wouldn't be tough when Freaky Friday comes back around for Wes to do that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, see how I snuck that in there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. So you don't even have to fight anything. You just walk around with a camera. It ain't that bad. You just shoot shit.
No.
Blair Witch style.
No, I watch you play Blair Witch. I'm not fucking with
Blair
that.
Witch definitely scared me more than Outlast. There were definitely some jumps in Outlast. I ain't gonna lie. Wes caught a couple of them. But
yeah, we did clip a few.
They clipped a few. But yeah, Blair Witch was pound for pound was definitely
that shit
made me jump a lot more.
Yeah, so you haven't had a chance to jump in any games, right, Ant?
No.
All right.
He can jump into this part right here, though.
Yes, he can.
And I shall do so. This is that time where you can connect with us at CGC. We have our dib, which is consolegamingcrew.com, which is connected to our Gmail, which is consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. We have our Twitter handle, which is @consolecrew. We have YouTube and Instagram, which are both Console Gaming Crew as well. We have...
Hold on a minute. We have one more person on Facebook now, don't we?
Is it you?
No. I'm saying someone else hit us up through Facebook, didn't they? I believe we had just one person, and then I saw somebody else the other day.
Wait a minute.
They look like spams to me.
Yeah, because nobody likes Facebook.
Are you sure? I'm gonna check.
Probably.
You keep going.
You check, and I plan on continuing.
Please do.
We are part of something amazing, which used to be, I'm pretty sure, right? This used to be Boss Rush Network, which is now Boss Rush Entertainment. No,
there's still Boss Rush Network, but there's a subsection because you have games and then you have entertainment. You know what I mean? So it's all part of the network.
You know what? We're part of Boss Rush Network.
Absolutely.
/entertainment /amazing / check us out on bossrushgames.com.
Now you did it.
There's a lot of slash in there.
Yeah, I know, right? And you can check out other amazing content creators as well, not just us.
Yes.
And we have our Twitch, which is CGC Podcast. Freaky Friday, I guess, is not going to be a thing because we're going to do the Ascent thing that I just fucking found out about. Thanks, boys, appreciate it. But I'm on.
Game.
I'm on for that one.
The smile on your face when we're talking about the Ascent it made me sit here and go, all right, Anson.
Yeah, because
In
we
there, like,
all wanted
somewhere.
to play it. And last time we played any game like that, it was you and me playing fucking Diablo, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we literally talked about this however long ago. I think when we
Yeah.
were doing our co-op episode, like, man, it'd be cool for us to stream something as a crew, but we don't have anything to play that's not just like a sports game.
Well, you got anything?
Nah, I just want to go ahead and say I have my co-op nights on Monday night. You know what I mean? To where I normally run Dungeons and Dragons or Fall Guys or something like that with the with the other guys.
There you go.
And then our Fridays are now either going to be Freaky Friday or Fun Friday, depending on what we decide to do.
Sweet.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So, as always, we want to go ahead and tell everybody to please stay safe, wash your hands, mask up, don't cough,
Yeah.
and as always,
Well, at least he covered his mouth.
true.
Game on.
Game on, y'all. Peace.